Morning students, today we will study the internal structure of stem in cycas. The stem is irregular in outline due to presence of numerous persistent leaf bases. Its internal structure is similar to a dicot stem. It is differentiated into epidermis, cortex and vascular cylinder. Epidermis is the outermost layer covered with thick cuticle. It is usually discontinuous due to presence of persistent leaf bases. Cortex form the major part of the stem and it is composed of parenchymatous cell rich in starch. The cortex is also traversed by several mucilaginous canal and many leaf traces. The inner wall of the mucilaginous canal is made up of radially elongated secretory cells. The innermost layer of cortex is the endodermis. It is followed by pericycle. However, both endodermis and pericycle are indistinct. In the young stem, the vascular cylinder is very small in comparison to cortex. There are several vascular bundles arranged in a ring, forming an ectofloic siphonostele. The vascular bundle are conjoined, collateral, end-arc and open. The individual bundle are separated by parenchymatous medullary ray. The xylem is composed of trachea and xylem parenchyma only. Vessels are however absent. The trachea of the protoxylem element have a spiral thickening, whereas those of metaxylem have scleriform thickening. The phloem is composed of sieve tubes and phloem parenchyma. Companion cells are absent. In transverse section, numerous leaf traces can be seen in the cortical region. They are the vascular strand which supply the leaves. Each leaves receive 4 leaf traces, of which 2 arise on the same side as the leaf and they enter directly into the leaf. These traces are known as direct trace. The other 2 arise opposite the leaf and enter the leaf after turning around the vascular cylinder. These traces as such forms a girdle along the vascular cylinder. Hence they are called girdle trace. Before entering the rachis, all the 4 traces divide to form several strands and hence there are several vascular bundles in rachis. There is a parenchymatous pith in the center of the stem. The pith cells are rich in starch and several pith cells contain tannin and mucilaginous substance. Secondary growth. The stem of cycas shows normal secondary growth in the early stage. Similar to the dicotyledonous stem, interfascicular cambium strip develop between the two vascular bundles joined with the interfascicular cambium strip and as such complete ring of cambium is formed. The cambium ring cut off secondary xylem on the inner side and secondary phloem on the outer side. Multi-bordered pits are present on the wall of the secondary xylem. In addition to vascular bundle, cambium are also form well-developed parenchymatous medullary rays. The cambial ring remain functional only for a short time and thereafter its activity ceases. It succeeded by another cambium formed independently in the pericycle or the inner layer of the cortex. The new cambium, like old cambium, forms secondary xylem toward the inner side and secondary phloem toward the outer side. The cambium also become inactive after some time and is superseded by another cambial ring formed in a similar fashion. In Cycas pectinata, as many as 20 rings of cambium may be formed. Thus, young stem of Cycas, which is a monozylic, become polyzylic later on. Extrastellar secondary growth takes place by the formation of phylum, cork cambium, which form phylloderm on the inner side and phylum, the cork on the outer side. Thank you. Good morning, students. Today we will study the internal structure of root in cycas. Normal root, internal tissue of the roots are differentiated into epiblema, cortex,